Welcome to Talmudic Treasures. Today we're learning Sotah, page 21, in which we quote a verse in Proverbs that says that with my wisdom, I have dwelled Arma. Arum has, on a play of words, could mean trickery, as well as it could mean with nakedness, someone who is lacking. And we find in the 3rd chapter in Genesis that we actually say that the snake in the Garden of Eden was considered to be Arum. Not necessarily naked, but it was crafty. So we see that there is this element that a person could have nothing on them, lacking of clothes, and also an element of trickery or craftiness. What exactly is it that these two words, which is the same word actually, having these two totally different meanings? So in this, the Talmud tells us that if you want to be a person that will have this knowledge, who will have wisdom, so to speak, dwell within you, you need to be Arum. Now, what does this mean? So one interpretation, as is brought down in Rashi, is it literally means like one who is lacking things, like you have no clothes. Doesn't literally mean you do not have clothes, but it means you do not have a lot of luxuries. You're missing a lot, which means that you're almost like a poor person. And therefore, it says that if you want to be someone that is able to acquire knowledge, you have to be lacking. It doesn't mean, again, that you should suffer necessarily, but you have to have a mindset of, as a person who is actually missing things, that you are lacking. Because if you feel that you are perfect, if you will label yourself as a 10 out of 10, then there's no room for growth. And therefore you're not going to improve, because why should I? I'm perfect. The idea of a person who is going to acquire knowledge and grow cannot be a person that thinks that they're perfect. It has to be someone who actually is lacking, just like one who is Arum, who is lacking clothing. And therefore, just a person who does not have clothes, it's not a very comfortable situation. You'll do whatever it takes to be able to find a shirt and a cloak, something to put on you. And you're going to pursue that with all of your might, because you don't feel comfortable where you are right now in your present situation. So you will constantly be pushing yourself further and further, not to find clothes, but to find wisdom. And this is the approach that a person who wants to succeed in life needs to always be hungry, needs to always be thirsty. Not literally, but it means that they're constantly pushing themselves to the next goal. Once a person has reached one particular milestone, they're not just sitting down and relaxing. They're going to push further. But how? Once you've already accomplished it, don't you look back and say, I have everything? That's where the craftiness comes into play. That you say to yourself, that even though now you have this shirt, you're not really naked. You now have knowledge. Now you have something of which is really impressive. You may actually be extremely smart, or you may have reached another goal. You may have lost the certain amount of ideal weight that you were hoping for originally, or your goal was to run a half marathon, or to run a whole marathon at a certain time. So do you stop? No. Now you use craftiness and say, you know what, I'm still missing. I still need more. I still wish to push myself further and further. That is an individual that will succeed. And Rashi says further, also, you will learn from all people. Because if you think you know everything, you're not going to learn from anyone. But if you say to yourself, I'm lacking, I don't know things, even though you may know a lot, but you recognize that there's more to learn, there's more to do, there's more to accomplish, you're going to learn from all people. And therefore, you will be a person that will dwell among wisdom, because you recognize that you have so much more to do. As much as you've already accomplished, you're going to push forward to the next level.